So you may be like me looking at the new iPad Pro, and Apple does a fantastic job marketing this to us, but sometimes I feel like they over-market, and you gotta be careful because depending on which model or choice you choose in that model, you're not gonna get all the features and benefits that Apple markets. So we're gonna learn about 2 features to make sure you don't make a mistake when buying your iPad Pro. The first feature, which is also the most important to me, is make sure I get the proper screen that I would like. And only for the 12.9 model do you get the Liquid Retina XDR display. And the reason that's important for me is because the XDR display, you get the 1600 nits of brightness for HDR content. It has the mini LEDs, which give you much deeper blacks and a better contrast and experience, especially if you like to watch the videos. And to give you a little bit of an idea, behind me I have the MacBook Pro, which has the XDR display, and here is a studio display that does not have those mini LEDs. And watching black content, this right here does not get the same deepness, richness of blacks compared to the XDR display. So you need to make sure if you want the Liquid Retina XDR. So you got to make sure if you want the Liquid Retina XDR display. Man, I love the names they use. You got to make sure to choose the 12.9 option instead of the 11-inch option. And the second part of your configuration, this part I'm just like, there's no way you can know about this configuration unless you go down and read the fine print. But if you're a person that does a lot of heavy workload on your iPad and RAM is very important to you for multitasking or just for a better experience on your iPad, then you need to make sure to choose the right option for this. On every base model of the iPad Pro, you start with 8 gigs of RAM or memory. And in order to get 16 gigs of RAM, you need to choose the 1 terabyte storage option on the iPad Pro. So if that's very important to you, you gotta make sure to choose that storage. So that's where it gets a little bit funny. So if you choose the 12.9 inch to get that Pro Retina display, and then you wanna make sure you're getting that 16 gigs of RAM, so you're gonna choose the 1 terabyte option, you're already at $1,800 for the iPad Pro. And in comparison, you could get a MacBook Air with 1 terabyte for about $1,900. And then what's even crazier right now is that you can buy the MacBook Pro, which does have the M1 Pro chip, which is more powerful than the M2, and it does have the Pro XDR display, and you get a better experience. You can do a lot more on a MacBook than you can on an iPad, and it comes with a keyboard, because if you want to get a keyboard for the iPad Pro, let's scroll down, and we got a great deal. We can buy the Magic Keyboard for $349. So now if we add that, we are at a great price of $2,148. And yeah, that sounds like a lot of money to me. For me personally, I would probably just get a MacBook Pro on sale for $1,600 at Best Buy. I'm having a hard time justifying an iPad now. So one thing I'd like your help on is I haven't used the iPad Pro since the original one came out years ago. And I know there's the Apple Pencil, but what apps or what features do you use it for that you can't do in your MacBook? And do you think it's worth it to even get an iPad Pro nowadays? So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Help convince me that an iPad Pro is worth it nowadays. And if you'd like to learn if it's worth it to get the Apple Watch Ultra, make sure to click this video right here. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.